Down Home Grill, Victorville. Online sports report. Action highlights brought to you by the Down Home Grill. Burgers from organic grass-fed beef. Breakfast from organic eggs. Great food, homemade, GMO, and many gluten-free. Down Home Grill, Ridgecrest off Bear Valley Road, Victorville. The Apple Valley Sunundevils score 3 first-quarter touchdowns in a 2-minute span on their way to a 56-14 victory over Adelanto. Senior quarterback Mossy Bell runs for a pair of touchdowns and hits T.J. Lewis on a 19-yard scoring pass, all in the final 2 minutes of the opening period. The Sunundevils start the second quarter with a 28-0 lead, and Apple Valley shuts out the Saints in the second half for their 4th consecutive victory of the year. The Sunundevils received the opening kickoff. Charles Logan, who ran the opening kickoff back for a touchdown the week prior in the Bell game, out to the 35. King Barabino, too, leads Saints tacklers. Demetrius Hudson, 44, falls on the fumbled handoff, and the Saints have the first takeaway of the contest. If the Apple Valley offense was not keenly focused at the outset, the defense is. Strong safety Seth Baker, the tackle, 29, on Cameron Robertson. Jermaine Jenkins takes the direct snap. Grant Smith, 53, the stop. Grant Smith, 6'4", 245-pound junior. On 4th and 3, Sunundevils defenders hold Jermaine Jenkins to 2. Alec Brown, 51, wrapping him up and bringing Jenkins down. Apple Valley takes over on downs. Seth Baker cuts off the Nathan Crouch and Roger Hayes blocks and carries for 22 yards to midfield before Elijah Hayes Chandler drags him down. Seth Baker en route to his first 100-yard-plus rushing game of the year. Seth Baker again. Baker, the two-way starter, a 5'10", 163-pound junior. Demetrius Hudson tripping him up. Watch for defensive lineman Marcus Pena, 74, bringing down Mossy Bell for a 2-yard loss, bringing up a 3rd and long at the Saints' 41. A procedure penalty backs the Sunundevils up to 3rd and longer. The Mossy Bell short game proves deadly. Charles Logan off a Nate Crouch block. This 5'6", 130-pound senior speedster, Demetrius Hudson, again the tackler, first down at the 28. This time, nobody brings Charles Logan down. Grant, Smith, and company, the O-line, clear the path. Charles Logan sprints the 28 yards to pay dirt. First rushing touchdown of the year for Logan. First score of the night, 7-0 Apple Valley. We are 4.5 minutes in. The Saints razzle-dazzle fizzles. On the reverse to Cameron Robertson. Jeff Widener tripping him up in the backfield. Jeffrey Widener, 9, sophomore inside linebacker, 6'1", 175 pounds. The Sunundevils reestablish excellent field position. Seth Baker cradles the punt and returns it deep into Saints territory. 30 yards on the return. From the 21, Saints defender King Barabino, 2, grabs and tries to hold on. Fullback William Johnson powers on. Anthony Brown, 65, finally makes the stop. On the exchange, from the 10, it will be Cesar Alberto out-wrestling teammate 25 for the ball, and the Saints have dodged a red zone bullet, recovering the second Sunundevils fumble of the early going at the 14. 5 minutes show on the clock. Good look at Jeff Widener, 9, slicing in to stop Isaiah Gray, the Saints ball carrier. 34 for the Sunundevils is inside linebacker William Johnson, 5'11", 182-pound senior. The 3rd and 5 pass play is disrupted by leading sack master Alec Brown, 51, forcing the Saints quarterback Keyshawn Wilson from the pocket. Jeffrey Widener trips him up, and it's 3 and out for Adelanto. This is 3rd and 5 Sunundevils at midfield. Andrew Chambers gets outside and carries for 40 yards to the 10. Andrew Chambers is a senior, 5'10", 175-pound member of Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's running back by committee contingency. This payload ups his yards per carry average to 7. Mossy Bell exercises his option to keep and carry, cutting back and cashing in, untouched, and it's 7 more on the scoreboard for the Sunundevils. First rushing TD on the year for the 6'1", 180-pound senior signal caller. This caps a 4-play, 55-yard scoring drive and makes it 14-0 Sunundevils. It also ignites Apple Valley's 3 touchdowns in less than 2 minutes explosion that ends the first quarter. Ethan Smith's intentionally short kickoff is covered by Apple Valley's Get the Ball Right Back insurance policy. Who shall be the agent of recovery efforts? We rest insured it's William Johnson, once again making his presence felt. This is the first of the Saints' turnovers on the night. Just as Apple Valley's running back contingency consists of a number of carriers, pass receivers are also a wide selection. This is senior Doug Austin, one of 10 Sunundevils receivers to be recipients of Mossy Bell aerials coming in. First down at the 19. Mossy Bell to the princely receiver previously wearing number 3, T.J. Lewis, the returning all-league wide receiver who enters the end zone untouched. Second touchdown pass on the year for T.J. Lewis, who caught the game winner in the previous week's battle for the Bell victory. 36 seconds, the scoring drive, 2 plays following the fumble recovery, 21-0. Apple Valley gets it right back. Saints' first play from scrimmage following the kickoff, the fumble caused by the collision between Saints ball carrier and a teammate. Jeff Widener will recover. The Sunundevils offense will launch their next scoring drive from the 23. Two plays later, from the 14, Andrew Chambers skirts the left side and scores his first touchdown of the season, and suddenly it is a 28-0 Apple Valley lead. 21 points in 81 seconds. 39 seconds remain in the first quarter. Adelanto tears a page from the Victor Valley attack plan the week before. First play of the second quarter, the southpaw quarterback Keyshawn Wilson to the streaking wide receiver Joshua Brokenbaugh, and the Saints have exposed the Achilles tendon that leads to a pair of second quarter touchdowns. This Adelanto advance will be interrupted by frequent calls from pass rushers. Jeff Widener with the sack, second on the year for the sophomore linebacker, according to Sunundevils Max Prep statistics. Keyshawn Wilson counters with the quick pass to Pedro Adelanto, who pays a price on the powerful pop from linebacker Jeff Widener. The Saints' drive stalls when the broken play on 4th and long turns the ball over to the Sunundevils on downs, but the Saints' defense responds in kind, and the Saints get it back after denying Apple Valley a 4th down play near midfield. This time, the broken play is blown coverage in the Sunundevils secondary. Pedro Arellano gets behind the defense, and Keyshawn Wilson connects on the 44-yard scoring play. 28-7, Just under 8 minutes remain in the second quarter. It is rapid response by the Sun Devils offense. From their own 27, Mossy Bell has time and finds Alex Rodriguez over the middle. The senior wide receiver brings it all the way down to the 1 before Joshua Brokenbaugh makes the touchdown-saving tackle. Alex Rodriguez 1 yard shy of his second touchdown reception of the season. Mossy Bell again exercises his option from the 1. Bell's second rushing touchdown of the night. Mossy Bell's night's work will include some 160 yards passing, nearly all in the first half, although the Sun Devils do outscore the Saints 21-0 in the second half. Cameron Robertson on the kickoff return, T.J. Lewis in kick coverage for the Sun Devils. This Saints possession starts at their own 23. The drive does not begin well. Isaac Fernandez spins the Saints quarterback down for Fernandez's second sack of the game. Isaac Fernandez, again, first contact, then Jeff Widener, and the Saints would have to overcome a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. The Saints do not. Backed up to their own 9 on 3rd and 22, the Sun Devils' pass rush is unrelenting. William Johnson leading the Sackmasters. But it is the Saints who demonstrate resilience. The defense holds the Sun Devils, and the offense gets it back at midfield. Keyshawn Wilson carries out of bounds. The flag dropped will be a defensive holding penalty against the Sun Devils. From the 18, Keyshawn Wilson carries it in for the second Saints touchdown. Again, a flag thrown against Apple Valley for defensive holding. This makes it 35-14. Adelanto poses one more deep threat before halftime. Joshua Brokenbaugh's kick return takes it all the way. Or does it? That penalty flag is thrown on the Saints for an illegal block as the horn sounds, ending the second quarter. The Sun Devils shut out the Saints the second half. 10, Isaac Fernandez, the sack. The final, 56-14. The victory runs the Sun Devils' record to 4-0. Apple Valley, the only unbeaten team among high desert 11-man schools midway through the 2016 season.
Down Home Grill, Victorville, online sports report. Action highlights brought to you by the Down Home Grill. Burgers from organic grass-fed beef. Breakfast from organic eggs. Great food, homemade, GMO, and many gluten-free. Down Home Grill, Ridgecrest off Bear Valley Road, Victorville.